In today's solo adventure, I'm hitting 4 of the 7 trails here at Short Spring State Natural Area. I was here for the hike, which was a little over 6 miles with the route that I took, but Machine Falls proved its status as the star of the show. The peaceful hike felt like a secret escape where I had the trails all to myself, but I did share the falls with many fellow observers. Even though the falls was crowded, the view was spectacular. I couldn't resist cooling off in the freezing cold clear creek water, which to my surprise I discovered I was sharing with a squiggly little serpent. And along the way I take the time to stop and make me brunch, and then after the hike I go to Old Stone Fort and make a late lunch. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Luciana from Adventures Before Dementia, and today I'm heading back to Tullahoma. I'm planning to do the Machine Falls loop, and maybe I'll get to see 3 waterfalls today. And you know you're in the right place if you see the water tower. Short Spring State Natural Area. Parking lot is full. Please visit another time. I guess we crossed the road. Here's another kiosk with signs. Maybe this will be a little more descriptive. So I think I'm going to go to the right, which I think is right the opposite of what most people do. It's 10:48. I just saw a squirrel and I thought I heard a deer. Just jumped over my head, but I missed him. So my first destination is going to be the Adams Falls. I just heard an alarm go off and I thought it might have been my truck, but I pulled up the app and it looks okay. Looks like we have a decline. So that means eventually I'll have an incline somewhere. Oh, it looks like we've got a bridge coming up. Hearing water. That's quite pretty. Even though this section of the trail's muddy, it's just part of it sometimes. Let's look on the other side of the bridge. So pretty. Oh, so pretty. It's a babbling brook. Hey, are those considered waterfalls? Looks like water's falling from them. Now that's an ingenuitive way of making a bridge. I've done that before too. Thanks whoever put that together. So this trail goes right by the water, down by the creek. It's awesome being out in nature. I love getting to go out and hike and see beautiful scenery. Ooh, looks like we've got something interesting coming up ahead. Looks like an inlet for the creek. Water runoff. A little on the muddy side. But that's to be expected when you get out on trails after it's been raining. Ooh, there's a better view of the water. So far this trail has not disappointed me at all. Not sure if you can tell the terrain. There's a lot of roots through here, and then it's muddy in areas. Uh-oh, this is where the incline starts. It also sounds like it's trying to rain. Oh, it's about to plateau. That wasn't too bad for an old, out-of-shape woman. I was able to do it. The narrow footbridge. And some more bridges. And a little bit of an incline. Let there be light. Oh, I think it's cleared out for the power lines. Back into the woods. I have some signage here. The connector trail, which I'm not going to do. That's the red trail. We are following on with Adam Falls Loop and Machine Falls Loop. Wow, look how big that root system was. Quite impressive. Oh, here we've got a dip that goes down and then it goes back up. Let's see if I can maneuver this. That wasn't too bad at all. Let's try to get the rock. Okay, now we're going back up. So it looks like there's a trail meeting up with us, but I don't see any signs. Oh, there's a mushroom. Bretta used to love mushrooms. I hear some people in a distance. Sounds like they're having a good time. There's more Beretta mushrooms. Okay, more signage. I think we're gonna go to the right. I think we've gotten away from the water. So far the trail has been very well maintained. You can tell where the trail is. I have been on some trails where you questioned, am I really on a trail or is this like a game trail or water runoff? So far this trail is clearly defined. We're starting to go back down. Listen to all the sounds of nature. And my water bottle sloshing. Those birds sound so happy. Oops, looks like we've got a creek crossing here. So you probably wouldn't want to do this when the water is high. I almost missed that waterfall. It's upstream from the creek crossing I just did. I think that counts as another waterfall. Oh, we're back next to the water. Guess that would count as another waterfall. I had heard somewhere that it has to actually be 5 feet high to be a waterfall. But in my opinion, if it's water falling over it, it's a waterfall. Oh, here's another one. This is right beside the trail. Oh, and there's another one. I'm starting to hear big water sounds, so I think we may be getting close to the waterfall, or Adams Falls. Oops, there's another babbling brook. So, looks like the trail may go that way, but it also looks like it goes that way. We'll make some decisions. Maybe they'll end up at the same place. I started to go down that way, and then I decided to come back and try this one. I really wish they would put signs up at places like this. Maybe they did. I see an orange marking there, so I assume this is the way they want you to go. Okay, there is orange paint up there, and it looks like that tree over there has got some orange, so I think this is the trail. I wonder if this is the top of the falls. There's another little waterfall. Oh, I bet that's Adams Falls. It's quite pretty. And that's actually from a different direction from the last fall that I saw. So technically I think that's two different waterfalls. It's steeper than a cow's face. Still going up. Oh, cool mushrooms. That was interesting, walking over the roots. And the roots are still coming out, protruding onto the trail. Wonder what that marker is indicating. Also looks like a pair of pants. Oh, look at the pretty blooms on that flower. And the mushrooms. Wonder if those are turkey tail mushrooms. There's been a few downed trees through here. Oh, that one's got a big old butt. Look at all the mushrooms. And more mushrooms. And we're going back down. Looks like we're going down there and then back up over there. Time for a hydration break. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm working on making some scrambled eggs. And I've got some bacon. It's not the prettiest eggs I've ever made, but it's nourishment. Seeing as how late it is, I guess I'll consider this brunch. Brunch with a view. And I did remember my fork this time. I made myself a reminder. Okay, lunch break's over. Back to the trail. That's a weird looking mushroom. It looks wet. I'm hearing some happy squeals and screams. It sounds like I'm getting back closer to civilization. So I may be getting close to Machine Falls. Another uprooted tree. There's another down and up and around. So whoa, look at those roots. Or the bottom of that tree. Very, very interesting. So in Warren County, we have recently heard that we're going to be getting a new state archaeological park. And I have high hopes that they'll have some hiking trails in it. This place is awesome. Unfortunately, on Cardwell Mountain, I don't think that they'll have any pretty waterfalls. Ooh. Just gotta go with what nature gives you. But it'll be nice to have some new places to go hiking. I think I've wore out most of them close to home. Well, this was only about 40 minutes away, but that's not really close to home in my opinion for daily exercise. But it's close enough for a day's outing. Big roots. Big booty Rudy. Here's the back side of a sign. Let's see what it says. Adams Falls Loop. So I guess I have finished it. Huh. It doesn't tell what this is. I'm pretty sure it's the Machine Falls Loop. I think I hear thunder. I imagine that water's going to be extremely cold, but I'm looking forward to it. I can hear the splashing of people swimming, so I guess it's deep enough to swim in. Okay, this looks like the part of the trail's washed away. Looking back at where I just came from. I hear water.
Would have been better.
I think it's a swimming hole. So, waterfall access is to our left. Oh, that water is cold. There is a bit of a ledge off to the right that some people were using to walk on, but there was a section that was really muddy and looked slippery, and it looked like some people couldn't make it all the way to the end, but I just chose to walk through the water since I had on water shoes. Wow. Go ahead, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. I made it to Machine Falls. Standing here, listening to the roar of Machine Falls, I'm reminded to just be present. The water doesn't fight the stones, it flows with them, around them, and over them. It's time to take a breath and just soak in the peacefulness. I've heard it said that the best things in life take a little effort to reach. Getting down here was steep and a bit rugged, and I even had to wade through the stream to get this view. But standing right here, listening to the roar of the falls, I'm reminded that sometimes the most beautiful breakthroughs are found just on the other side of a challenge. It was so worth it. According to local history, this 60-foot waterfall, known as Machine Falls, earned its name from the heavy machinery and old sawmill paths that once operated along the creek in the 19th and 20th century.
Ooh, this water is cold!
Some of the locals call it Machine Gun Falls, and it's also known as Magnificent Falls. I can see why it would be called that. She sure is magnificent.
I'm really surprised. I figured the water would be too cold for them. If he comes towards me, I'm going to scream and run. I'm probably giving him a little heart attack. Do snakes have heart attacks?
I hope this isn't considered harassing wildlife.
I would be freaking out if that was me. There's no way I could do what you're doing right now.
Do you see him? You want me to hang you upside down so you can see him better? No?
Please don't come towards me.
Here, look. Do you see his tail under there? Yeah.
I finally got it all to myself. You are a brave woman. I could not do that.
Like the cat degree? Yeah. And went through another 3 years and
You color coordinate.
almost finished.
So I've decided to climb up a little bit higher and get a better view of the upper falls.
Well, I guess I need to pack up and get back on the trail. I really don't want to leave. This is so beautiful. Okay, heading back now. We still have one more falls. So I think that one is Wildflower Loop, and I think this is the one we take to go back.
This place is a little good.
Looking back at where I came from. Looks like we've made it to the top. Or is it a false summit? I think it's the top. And there's a view of the falls from the observation deck.
Alrighty, time to find our next falls, which I believe is going to be our last falls for the day, and that's Busby Falls.
Busby Falls is this way, and a nice bench. I'm already hearing the waterfall. There was another down and gotta go up again. These trails can get you in shape. That looks like a pair of upside down pants. Men's pants. Looks like we've got a bend here. Oh, look at the mushrooms. Okay, that's a little rough. I think I'm gonna go up this way. There's a squirrel climbing up that mound. I'm not hearing the waterfall anymore. Okay, I'm hearing the water again. The sound of water is getting louder. I see no signage, no signs at all. I wonder if this is an overlook. Let's go see. Oh, I guess there's Busby Falls. There's somebody down there enjoying it. Okay, maybe that wasn't Busby. I think there's another one to the left. I just don't know. But I do know I'm not going down that way. Back up. Looks like another spur trail. But I don't think I'm going to go on it. Okay, I think this is Busby. She sounds powerful. We are coming upon some signage. Let's see what we have. Laurel Bluff Loop. I don't think we're going to do that today, but I imagine that's what you take to access the bottom of Busby Falls. But it doesn't say what's this way. But we are about to find out if I don't break my neck first. I about tripped over the roots. There's another little waterfall. I feel like the waterfalls need to be named. Oh, there's some steps, and it looks like there may have been a house there at one time, or a building. Very, very interesting. Look at how the moss has taken over the concrete blocks. If you leave it sitting long enough, Mother Nature takes it back over. Looks like a concrete slab. This was someone's hopes and dreams at one time. All reduced to rubble. Okay, so I believe we just finished the Busby Falls Trail, and we're getting back on the Trailhead Trail, which I guess is this way. But what's that way? It actually looks like there's road or parking lot out that way, but I don't see any blazes, so that's probably not an official trail. And I'm only seeing blue blazes this way, not white ones. For this being a Monday, there were quite a lot of people out. Oh, I see some signs up ahead. And a bench. I don't think that's the same bench we went by earlier. That one's had a little bit of wear and tear on it. So Trailhead Loop is this way. We're on the white and blue trail now. I don't think it's too much farther. You can hear vehicles. we've made it back to the trailhead. 2:48.
I think that was exactly 4 hours to the minute.
So this is the parking lot. And they do ask if the parking lot's full to come back in a few minutes. Do not park on the side of the road. And so over there is the entrance. You have to cross the road to go into the woods on the other side of the road. I got 13,009 steps in. I'm going to start with some bacon grease. I've got some bratwurst. So now I'm going to add some mushrooms and some cabbage. And I have me a reminder to let the stove cool off before I touch it. That's from my last outing.
At home, I try to clean the kitchen up just as soon as I finish cooking, but I have to remind myself not to do that with this stove because it's very, very hot.
I don't think that's the right lid for this, but it's the one I've been using the last few weeks, and it works. If you're new to cooking with this kind of setup, always start at a really low setting and then just gradually amp the temp up. It gets hot fast. I think it's about there. But I think I'm gonna call it done. Bratwurst with mushrooms and cabbage. Late lunch with the view. I'm happy to report that the 2 times I cooked today, I didn't immediately try to take the stove off. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I've got some leftovers for lunch tomorrow.
And today I'm heading back to... So I think all of this is because of Bonnaroo.
The extra liquid and grease I poured into this bottle to throw it away.
More Bonnaroo traffic. And we're still waiting. There were a lot of RVs that went through. I sure hope this is the right place.
If you're ever in the Middle Tennessee area, consider giving Machine Falls a visit. And if you need a place to stay, consider renting our Airbnb Nana's House in McMinnville, Tennessee. And if you're not in the area, I encourage you to get out and do something fun and enjoy the beauty that God has given us. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.